What is up, guys? Justin here with some garage sale pickups, and this video is probably going to be quite a bit shorter than a lot of our previous videos, just because I didn't find a whole lot of stuff at the garage sales on this particular weekend, but the stuff that I did find was definitely worth showing in a video. And I don't have like any spyglasses footage or anything. There were seriously like 3 or 4 sales going on both Friday and Saturday. I didn't even get up and go to the sales on Friday. It wasn't even worth it. But there was one sale in particular on Saturday that was definitely worth getting up for. And I originally saw it on Facebook, of all places. I think it was a Facebook event called like the Hipster's Yard Sale or something like that. And it had come up in my news feed, so I clicked on it. And sure enough, it said that they were going to be selling like a bunch of old CDs and records and a Sega Nomad system. And when I saw that, I almost couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm getting that. So I think the sale was starting at like 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. I got up early and drove by at like 8:15ish just to make sure that they weren't set up early, and they weren't. So I decided to hit up the other couple sales I had on my list to go to, and I only found one thing for the Xbox 360 copy of Lego Batman the video game. And the only reason I picked this up, or I guess the only 2 reasons I picked it up, is because it was brand new, factory sealed, and the guy was only asking $1 for it. I think it was sitting in a box with like a bunch of gardening tools or something like that. So I happily paid $1 for this, and then pretty much just went and camped out at that Nomad sale. So around like 8:45ish, I saw the guy walk out of the house with what looked like it could be a box of video game stuff. So when I saw that, I quickly ran up there, and sure enough, sitting there on the table was the Sega Nomad system. And it was so cool to just like finally see one of these. I've never even like held one in my hand or anything. So super cool to see one of these at a garage sale. And for anyone who doesn't know exactly what this is, it's essentially a portable Sega Genesis system. It's got a cartridge slot on the top that fits Sega Genesis games, and yeah, I mean, it plays Sega Genesis games. So it's not in the best shape by any means. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but I mean, the plastic has some scratching on it in the top corner there. And there was actually one really, really bad scratch on the screen. But I actually went ahead and replaced the screen already on this. You can get replacement screens for like, I think I got it for like $5 or $6 on eBay, and they're pretty easy to replace. So here's the old screen here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the scratch or not, but it has a really, really deep scratch across almost the entire screen there. And so it looks a lot nicer now that I went ahead and replaced the screen. And it actually works surprisingly well. It was kind of funny, at the sale the guy was trying to like demo it for me to show me that it worked. And I mean, the sun was like right overhead, so you could barely even see the screen, but I just kind of took his word for it that it worked. And when I actually got home and tried it out myself, I could not believe like the quality of the screen on this thing. Like, I don't know if I was just expecting like a Sega Game Gear quality screen or what, but it looks super nice. I was really impressed with it. And I mean, all the buttons and everything work on it. It came with the battery pack as well, a Sega brand battery pack there. And the only issue with this is it had a piece of tape on the top of it here, which looks like it's holding these 2 halves together. Some pretty fresh looking AA batteries in there. But I don't know, I mean, it doesn't look like there's any like chipped plastic or anything, or why it wouldn't hold itself together fine. But yeah, it does seem like it's having some problems holding together. So I don't know, I'll leave the tape on there for now. It's not a huge deal anyway. But yeah, this pretty much just slides onto the back of the system here. And there you go. You got Sega Genesis on the go. And I actually forgot, I think you can use this as like a Sega Genesis console too. It's got AV out on the top there, spot for a power adapter, and then the bottom of the system actually has a controller port down there. So I don't know, that might be kind of fun to mess around with, see what it looks like on a TV. So anyway, super cool to see that there. It actually came with 3 games as well. We got 2 cartridge-only games here, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and The Adventures of Batman and Robin. And then it had 1 complete game with it that had the sticker for the entire bundle on it, the price sticker. That was X-Men. As you can see there, $10 for the entire bundle. Super awesome deal. I did need this game for my collection, and it was complete. It looked like it came from our Goodwill at one point, judging by the sticker on there. But yeah, I mean, $10 for the system alone, let alone the games, is a phenomenal deal. So I was very, very happy to go ahead and pick up that bundle for $10. So I asked him if he had any other like video game stuff that he was looking to sell, and I told him I looked for like the old Nintendo stuff, and he said he had some, but he wasn't ready to sell it yet. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. But he told me he had a PSP that he was looking to sell, and I think he was asking like $35 for it or something. So it's kind of like, you know. But I asked him if I could take a look at it, and he actually brought out a mint condition PlayStation 3000 model here. I definitely checked the model number while I was there at the sale. But I mean, this thing looks like it just came out of the box. It's got a few fingerprints on the screen, but just like no scratches. I mean, it's so shiny. So that pretty much sealed the deal for me right there. But it actually did come with the charger and a decent sized stack of games here. Unfortunately, there was no like cases or manuals or anything, but there's some pretty cool games in here anyway. We got a Gran Turismo, I believe. I think this one says, yeah, this one says not for resale on it. So I don't know if that was like a store demo or what that was, but we got Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. Like a microscope to see some of these subtitles on these games. We got Spider-Man 2, Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you want to say that, Lego Star Wars 3, this guy really liked his Lego games, apparently, Silent Hill Origins, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, Lego Batman the video game. Funny enough, this same one I picked up on the 360 like a half hour earlier. And then probably the coolest one that I got here was this Square Enix game, The Third Birthday. I'd never even heard of this one before. It looks kind of like a Resident Evil-ish survival horror game. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, Third Birthday by Square Enix. And then probably the most unique one that I got anyway was this MLB 11 The Show. It says it's like a not-for-resale copy, and it came in this cute little cardboard sleeve here. So if anyone knows exactly what this is, please let me know. Yeah, I don't know. Same with that Gran Turismo. I don't know. The not for resale. I don't know if that means they were like just like store copies or what they were, if they were pack-ins or what. But anyway, so $35 for the PSP bundle and $10 for the Sega Nomad bundle. $45 total. Definitely worth getting up and camping out at that sale. I did have to wait a while, but it was definitely worth it. Like I said, I've never even seen one of these before, let alone held one in my hands or even tried one out. And so it's just super cool to get one of these at a garage sale, and you know, for $10, you can't beat that at all. So anyway, like I said, not a whole lot of stuff in this video, but definitely some quality stuff. And I want to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out the entire video. And until next time, take care.